The other classes, the poses are much simpler, but we repeat them for a little longer, sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes. There actually is no breath of fire in this class, so it's just all long breaths, and we're working the Root Chakra today, which is the lowest energy center, which is connected to sense of fear, sense of security, and feeling, well, when it's in balance, you feel very grounded, you feel very present, you feel very secure in your life, and there's not a lot of fear. So that's what we're working. We start with the mantra on the wall, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. The Ong comes from here, the Namo comes from here, the Gurudev, your heart. So it's like Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. So you're opening up all the energetic boxes. You have any questions? It's like doing yoga with friends and family today, so just ask, don't feel shy. All right, so any questions before we start? No? All right. Find your comfortable seated position, pull the butt cheeks back. Ground yourself into the mat and lengthen your spine. And then place your hands on your knees or in your lap. And just close your eyes. Just allow your eyes to rest on the tip of your nose or between your eyebrows. Take a moment to switch into awareness. Just begin to be aware of where you are. The sounds moving around you. The presence of the mat below you. Take a moment to acknowledge the plants that surround you, the energy of the volcanic rocks, the ocean water in all four corners of the studio. And then before we begin, just gently shift your energy to a place of gratitude. Take a moment to be grateful for all that you have in this life, focusing on the things that are meaningful. So just take a moment here and make a mental list. And just gently walk into your mind for just a moment and ask it permission to put away all thoughts for the next hour so that you may focus on your breath and your practice. Drop out of your mind and into your body. And just begin to be aware of the connection between your breath and your body. Now just begin to focus on your root chakra, which sits at the base of your spine, near your perineum, the area between your genitalia and your anus. Visualize a spinning wheel spinning clockwise, not only in the center of your body at this area, but also in front of you and behind you. Visualize the color red Just feel grounded into the earth below you. Imagine roots are growing out from you and grounding you into the earth. For the element is the element of earth here. And just for a few breaths, repeat the mantra LAM, L-A-M. And if you focus on the mantra and the spinning wheel enough, you will begin to feel heat in this area. So let's just stay here just for a little moment. Now begin to deepen your breath, inhaling from the bottom of that chakra to the top of your head. Inhaling courage and light. Exhaling fear. Take 4 breaths, just like this. And one more deep breath. Now take your right finger and block the right nostril and start to take long, deep breaths through the left for 10 breaths. Take one more breath. Then remove the finger and bring your breathing back to normal. Bring the palms of your hands together, thumb touching your heart. And we begin this journey today with our mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and 2 Oms. And we begin our inhale now. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Gently rub your hands together. Place them over your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a sigh. Lower your hands, opening your eyes, and let's begin on our back. So you're going to lay on your back. Just watch. You're going to lift the legs, and you're just slowly going to go back and forth and just start to hit your heel to your lower bum for 2 minutes. So come lay on your back. Long, deep breaths. And when you're ready, just start to hit your bum. Breathe. Just keep the hands beside you on the mat, creating balance. And then just bring your breathing to normal. You're working your digestive system here, the system of apana, which is your system to let go, your excretion system. Keep your chin closer to your chest so your spine is in line. When we come to the end of 2 minutes, I'm going to ask you to keep your feet straight up in the air. You're going to inhale, squeeze the perineum, that space between your anus and your vagina, your genitalia, and hold the breath at the top of your head until I ask you to let go. Or until you need to let go. Nearly there. Maybe start to speed it up a little. Inhale, both legs up in the air. Squeeze. And hold. Exhale, release. Bend the left knee, keep the right leg up. Pull the right thigh in towards you. Foot is flat. And let's just stay here for a minute. Just breathe. Keep the shoulders away from the ears, chin closer to the chest. Long, deep breaths. If you want, at the top of the inhale, you can squeeze that root lock a little and then release it as you exhale. Inhale here, squeeze. Exhale, release the right leg. Inhale, lift the left. Make sure the leg is straight, the foot is flat, so it doesn't matter how far you pull it in. The more important thing is the leg is straight. Shoulders away from the ears, into the mat, chin closer to the chest. With each inhale, visualize pulling energy up from the root chakra all the way to the crown of your head. With each exhale, just release anything you're holding on to that you should not hold on to. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release the leg. Bring your heels in so you can almost touch your heels with your fingertips. Or if you can grab a hold of your ankles. And we're going to stay here for 1.5 minutes. So when I ask you to, you're going to lift your pelvis. So inhale, lift the pelvis. Push the shoulders into the mat. Slightly squeeze the bum. And in each inhale, see if you can just lift a tiny bit higher. Keep visualizing that spinning wheel. If you want, continue to repeat the mantra Lam. Good, now we're going to create some movement. So as you inhale, you keep lifting. You can hold for 4 seconds, then exhale, bring it down. Then inhale, lift again, hold, and down. Find your rhythm. We do this for about 10 breaths. Two more. Inhale up, squeeze, hold, exhale, release. Pull the knees slightly into the chest for just a breath or two. Gently roll up. Come on to all fours. So make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees in line with your hips, and you're just going to inhale up, exhale down. And we do this for a minute. We're starting to work our circulation, our back, our neck. We're just balancing all the energy in all of our chakras. Remember, it is up to you how fast or slow you want to go here. I'm just going to tie my pants back on. Good. Let's start to speed it up just a little. Inhale up, squeeze. Exhale, round. Come to neutral. From here, you're going to inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Just keep going back and forth. We do this for 1.5 minutes. And just start when you're ready. Choose your pace. The pace determines how much energy you're moving through you. But make sure you're not compromising the pose. Keep visualizing that spinning wheel. The mantra Lam. Repeat it on the top of the inhale, at the bottom of the exhale. Inhale up and squeeze. Squeeze that root chakra slightly. The root lock. Exhale into a downward dog, into your child's pose. And just take a breath here. Good. Slowly come into your downward dog. We're going to stay here for 2 minutes. Make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips. Lift the knees, hover the bum. Adjust the upper body first, shoulders away from your ears, down your back. Chest towards the mat. Belly button into the spine, which lifts the bum. Lower the heels as much as you can without moving the upper body. Push the backs of the legs towards the back wall, keeping the bum towards the sky. Good, and stay here. While you're here, you can do a slight engagement of the root lock, which is gently squeezing the perineum up to the area just 2 inches below your belly button. you're struggling, go back to focusing on the root chakra, the spinning wheel, repeating the mantra Lam. Inhale here. Exhale back down onto your knees, into your child's pose. Take a few breaths here. Good. So slowly come up. So we've done the warm up. We're going to start to go into the kriyas. You're going to take the left foot, if you feel comfortable, and sit on the heel. The heel is just where around your perineum, and this leg is straight. You're going to grab the toe and come forward and then slightly engage the root lock. If this is really not comfortable for you, then just bring the foot inside and come down. Good. So take an inhale here. Exhale down, grab the big toe, look forward, slightly squeeze the root lock. So remember, you're pulling it in and up under, like if you think of 2 inches under your navel, pull that root lock up into that area and just breathe. Curl the toes back towards you. Or stay here for 2 minutes. If you can, that lock is always engaged throughout the whole 2 minutes. Just gently. You're nearly there. Just keep breathing. Just 4 more breaths. Good. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, lift, release, change legs. Bring that heel just under your perineum. Good. Inhale up straight. Exhale, slowly grab the big toe, curling the toes towards you. Focusing on the toes, or if your eyes are closed, the tip of your nose or between your eyebrows. Even if your eyes are closed, they're in the direction of your toes. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. Slight engagement of the root lock. So with each inhale, just visualize pulling energy upwards. That root lock is engaged on the exhale as well. Good, just 3 more breaths. Good, take a deep inhale, exhale. Inhale up, exhale, release. Bring out the legs straight for a moment, palms upwards, just take a breath here. Good. While you open your eyes, we're going to do here, and you're going to engage the root lock again, and we're going to stay here for a minute. So remember, if you need to, you can bend the knees, it's fine. Otherwise, all the way up and hold. And breathe. Engage your core, lengthen your spine. Gaze is forward. Gentle root lock. This is a really good pose to put a little smile on your face. So your whole lower region is engaged here, your core, your root lock. Not a strong one, just a gentle one. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, squeeze the root lock again, and release. Straighten the legs, pull the cheeks back. Good. Now we're going to come back into a full forward fold. So inhale, lift. Exhale, forward, grab the 2 big toes, pull the toes towards you as you exhale. Look towards your toes, not down, forward. And we hold for 2 minutes. Breathe. Deep breaths here. Breathe. Keep your spine long, your back flat, chest open. Repeat the mantra Lam. Good. Take a deep inhale here, releasing the root lock. Deep exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, squeeze the root lock and stay here. Inhale up. Exhale, release. So we're going to do the next one for only a minute. You do as long as you can and come out of it when you're ready. Your fingers are in this way. You're going to lift toes towards the mat, chin towards your chest, and hold for a minute if you can. So make sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders. And your toes, as you inhale, lift toes towards the mat, looking towards your toes, and hold. If your neck is strong enough, you can look up to the ceiling. If it's too much for you, look down to the toes. Slight squeeze of that root lock, just slightly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Sit up straight, palms facing upwards. Take a moment here. Good. Now, we're going to come into our plank. You're going to inhale, exhale, inhale. Now, if this is too much, you drop the knees, and we just keep going back and forth for a minute. You do as much as you can, either legs straight or knees on. But even if you're going to drop the knees, come into your plank first and then drop the knees, so you're dropping the knees in the right position. So bring the wrists in line with the shoulders, fingers slightly outwards. Just extend the legs for a moment so your back is flat. And then if you need to drop the knees, drop the knees. And then when you're ready, start to inhale here, exhale down. Try and keep the elbows in, because remember, we're not chickens. One inhale up. Exhale all the way down slowly. Place your hands under your head. Take a couple of breaths here. slowly make your way up. Okay. This one, I find not so much fun. This is the couple of options. When I'm straight, my hands just go under my chest. Now, you can stay here, and that's enough. If you want to go deeper into it, you have to lift. I find that ridiculous. But if you want to do ridiculous, you do ridiculous. Otherwise, you stay here, just open the chest, and you can stay here. Now, I'm going to add in a third option if you want, because we're going to stay here for a minute. If you want the third option, come into a shoulder stand. So you can decide which of the three you want to do for 1 minute. I'm going to do the half the ridiculous. Good. So your chin is in. If you're here, your legs are flat, your toes are facing down, elbows towards each other. Just grab just under your ribs and chin in and just hold. I should press onto the timer. Or come into your shoulder stand. If you want to choose the easiest option, Rasta, then come into shoulder stand. Inhale, exhale, release. Come lay on your back for a moment. Release the arms, the neck. Take a couple of breaths here. Feel like this vibration moving through your head. Heat in your root area. Good. Roll to the side, come up. Let me show you, we're nearly done. So, you have a couple of options here. You can do a full fish if you want. If you're going to do a full fish, your thumbs and your fingers are like this underneath you. The legs are straight, the elbows are underneath you, and you lift, and then you lift, drop the crown of your head. Or you can do, if you can manage, you drop on your knees. Your head is here, but your upper back is just lifted off the mat. If this is accessible to you, this is the pose you want to come into. If it's not, just come into your fish. So I can get into this, I can't get out. And then come back. So choose which one you want. And we stay here for a minute. If you're in the second one, then make sure your head is flat on the mat. Your hands are beside you. Yeah, your head is all the way.
Go ahead, I want to see.
Okay.
Okay.
And then lift the upper back off the mat. I'm not sure. I think you might not be able to get out of it.
Exactly.
And hold. And breathe. It's like you have a string at your heart and it's pulling the heart up towards the sky, creating a bridge underneath you, but your head is flat on the mat. So Jane, as you're in a traditional fish, just come out of it whenever it gets too much for you. But Jane, in your case, pull your shoulder blades closer together and make sure you're not resting on the mat with your head. It's just slowly, gently sitting on the top of the mat. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, come out of the pose. Use your arms to lift. Release. Oh yeah. Okay, straighten the legs for a moment. Pull the cheeks back. Palms upwards, eyes closed. Take a few breaths here. And we come into Simone's favorite pose in the whole world. We have 2 more poses left. Good. So we do 25 frogs here. This is how the frogs look. Your heels are going to touch. Your hands are here. You inhale, look forward. Exhale, look at your knees. So it's, don't cheat. Count to 25. Go at your own rhythm. So find the rhythm you want, but count to 25, and then when you're done, come back up to a seated position. So it's inhale, exhale. Remember, we have only 2 more poses left, so you go as fast as you can. Jane, can the heels touch? Or is that like a British frog? There you go. Can your heels touch? Good. And ready? Start when you're ready, and let's go. Feel all this energy moving through you. Like a little vibration. Take a couple of breaths here. Good. Let's do the last one for 2 minutes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Just keep changing for 2 minutes. So come lay on your back. And when you're ready, let's begin. Remember, keep your chin slightly closer to your chest so your spine is aligned. Keep the foot flat so as it comes up towards the sky, it's flat. Slight engagement of the root lock. relax your face. Good. Inhale both legs up, squeeze. Hold, squeeze that energy to the crown of your head. Exhale here is keeping the legs up. At the bottom of the exhale, squeeze the lock again. Take a normal breath. Exhale, roll up. Come to your seated position. Close your eyes. Place your hands on your knees. Engage your root lock slightly, so pull it up to 2 inches below your belly button. Just bring your breathing back to normal. Focus on the tip of your nose or between your eyebrows. And now just take a gentle scan of your body. Notice whatever thoughts are coming up as you scan the body. Stay neutral. Don't engage in the thought. Don't add a like or a dislike. Just sweep it away and see what comes in its place as you scan to the next body part. Rejecting all thoughts, no matter what they are, whether they're good or bad. Take a deep inhale, squeeze at the top. Deep exhale, squeeze at the bottom. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze, exhale, squeeze, inhale, squeeze, exhale, squeeze. Release, stay here for a few more moments. And slowly, with your head facing me, come lay into your Shavasana. Lay on your back. Spread your feet as wide as the mat. Place your arms beside you, palms facing upwards. Bring your hands closer to your feet. Move your shoulders closer together under your back. Bring your chin a little closer to your chest. Make sure your hands are slightly away from your body. And just begin to completely relax your breath. Begin to relax your toes. Your feet. Relax your lower legs. Your upper legs. And as you exhale, feel your legs sink into the mat and down into the earth. Begin to relax your shoulders, your upper arms, your lower arms, the palms of your hands, and all your fingers. With each exhale, feel your arms Sink into the mat. And down into the earth. Completely relax your chest, your heart, and your stomach. Allow your hips to fall open. To sink into the mat. And down into the earth. Relax your lower back. Your middle back. And your upper back. Relax your neck. Your cheeks. And your forehead. And with each exhale, feel your body sink into the mat. And down into the earth. So all that is left is your breath. Now begin to count your breath back from 11. And if you lose count, don't worry. Go back to 11. Now gently begin to move your fingers, your toes. Raise your arms above your head. Then gently roll onto the right side of your body. Whenever you're ready, slowly come up to a seated position, facing the center of the room, connecting to the Om. Touch your thumb to your forehead. Sat now. Give thanks and gratitude to yourself for coming to your mat today and reconnecting. Touch your thumb to your heart and bow to the planet. Give gratitude for all this universe provides us, reminding ourselves every day that we are connected to it, not separate from it. That every action, word, behavior we engage in affects not only us, but every other living being on this planet. So be aware of what comes out of you. Gently rub your hands together. Place them over your eyes. Take a deep inhale and a deep